So then guys, the iPhone 16 to the iPhone 16 Pro Max is sold out everywhere. But the big question is, why has this happened? Why hasn't Apple got enough iPhones to meet demand? Well, I think it's because of 5 different reasons that I want to cover over today. Well, the 5 sort of top reasons, I think. There could be 1 or 2 other factors too, but the main thing is I want to cover over the top 5 reasons why I think this has happened. And let me get started with the first reason. With Apple introducing so many new features for the iPhone 16 models, all the way from the iPhone 16 to the iPhone 16 Pro Max, Apple, I believe, underestimated the amount of people would actually sign up to get one on day one, would absolutely love the looks of all of the new iPhones. Especially, I love these lovely new colours of the iPhone 16, and also the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus has got loads of great features inside of them. And then the Pro models, well, they've even topped up with even more amazing features inside. Apple probably thought that people are going to probably prioritise their money right now, not getting themselves the latest and greatest iPhone at the moment, because at the end of the day, if you look around the world right now, money isn't going sparingly, as we know. People's pay are not going up as high as they should do. Interest rates are increasing really, really high. It's really hard to actually find the right amount of money for everything. So Apple probably thought, well, people are not going to as prioritise into the iPhone 16 family, and that instead people wouldn't be buying these. So for that reason, they probably didn't make as many iPhones as predicted for this reason. But then on the flip side of this, for reason number 2, Apple kind of left themselves in a bit of a situation here where they've actually made their iPhones, if I could say the word, a bit more affordable. Now, hear me out there. iPhones are not, really cheap and affordable. But listen to what I've got to say here. When the iPhone 10 came out, the iPhone X, that came out in 2017. We're talking like 7 years ago. That cost us $999 US. And the equivalent iPhone to that today is the iPhone 15 Pro. We went from the iPhone 10 to the 10s, then the 11 Pro, 12 Pro, and now we're going all the way up to the iPhone 16 Pro model right today. And yet the iPhone 16 Pro cost is $999 US. In fact, you could argue because of interest rates and the way how the world's gone in the last 7 years, you're actually getting a bit more of a bargain here with the iPhone 16 Pro over the likes of the iPhone 10 when that first came out. And if you remember, the iPhone 10 sold out really, really well all across the world. And now the iPhone 16 Pro, technically, with more people with a bit more money in their accounts now compared to 7 years ago, well, really, this is like a cheaper deal out there. And it's the same with the 16 Pro Max, for example. Remember, the old equivalent of that was the XS Max or the 10s Max when that came out. And the 256GB model, well then, what was the second tier level of storage, well that one actually cost us the same price as an iPhone 16 Pro Max right now, what is $1,199 US. So really, the price actually hasn't actually changed whatsoever here over those 6 years as well. So you're really, again, getting the same kind of phone for the same price, even that long later. And funny enough, this leads me on to the third reason, and that is compared to rivals right now, the iPhone 16 models are actually quite competitive. If we have a look see here at the Galaxy phones, so for example, the Galaxy S24 Ultra actually comes in at $100 more than the iPhone 16 Pro Max for the same amount of storage. So really there, you're actually getting a better deal. It costs you $100 less to have the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the S24 Ultra. And even if we look at, say, the S24 Plus, you can see here it costs $1,120 or thereabouts, and then the likes of the iPhone 16 Plus, what's like the alternative version of this, you can see it only costs $899 US. It is far cheaper. It's a better value than going for, say, an S24 Plus right now. Definitely, I would say that. And it's not just this either. It's the same with, say, Google Pixels. Google Pixels are exactly the same. In fact, Google Pixels are around exactly the same price as the iPhones. So the normal Google Pixel costs us $799, whereas the iPhone 16 costs us $799. And a lot of people are probably afraid that, there were going to be price increases to the iPhones this year, and there weren't. They've stayed exactly the same. And if there were any price increases, people would have switched over to Google. But because we're sticking with the same pricing this year with Apple, people have gone, well, if I'm with an iPhone right now, I'll stick with an iPhone, for example. There's no point me switching over to Google if it's exactly the same price. But there again, for the fourth reason, there are also some factors that Apple have got to play into this too. So for example, if we see these news reports we can see right here, Apple didn't actually start ramping up the actual production until kind of early August time. And this was around about a month before we just had the announcement we just had last week. So really, Apple, you'd think by now they would have learned their lesson to actually ramp up the production a little bit more quickness to actually meet demand. And you know, it's a bit better than last year, because if you have a look here, we can actually see it this time last year, like the iPhone 16 Pro models, for example, we were actually going into November time. So they actually have learned their lesson a little bit, but still a month's delay is still quite a bit here to wait out for a new iPhone. It reminds me, like I've said before, of PlayStation 5s, for example. You know, Sony underestimated the amount of people who'd buy themselves a PlayStation 5, and we were out of stock for ages on this. So yeah, this is absolutely crazy that Apple is still doing this, that they still haven't fully learnt their lesson here, that they need to ramp up production a little bit quicker, especially if they know they're going to bring out new features, keep their prices low, all those other factors I've just talked about there. It just makes sense for them to actually learn their lesson here and actually realise that they need to ramp up production a little bit more quicker in the next iPhones, definitely for the 17 models. But funny enough, you could actually end up with another Apple product before, you know, pre-ordering one right now. And that is to do with the giveaway we're doing right now at the end of September. And I'm going to be shipping this out to one lucky subscriber as soon as the giveaway is over. So that's right, guys. I'm giving away an iPad Pro M4 13-inch to one lucky subscriber on this channel in just about 2 weeks time from now, at the end of September time. And you can still enter in right now. All you have to do to enter in is just put down into the comments of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2024, whether this be Apple related or not. Just put it down into the comments below. And also at the same time, like I said, I'm going to be doing an announcement of the actual giveaway, another video giving you a few more details of things like this, you know, a little form to fill in as well. Make sure you haven't done so already to subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell, because you won't want to miss out on that video, and also find out the actual date when I'm going to do the live stream to give away this 13-inch M4 iPad Pro, what actually has 512 gigabytes of storage inside of it. And not only this, guys, I'm actually going to be giving away this too. This here is a Magic Keyboard to go alongside the iPad Pro, so that lucky subscriber will get both of these together, what's really awesome. The last thing I just want to quickly say though, guys, is that sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there, people still impersonating me too, sending you to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram, all these things as well. The best thing you can do is ignore them, or better still, as you can see right here, please do report them. And with that then, guys, let me tell you the final and fifth reason why I think the iPhones are out of stock right now. And I think it's all to do with the time of year. When we get to around of this time, September, October, November, December, we're entering into the holiday seasons. There's lots of religions all around the world where there's lots of holiday festivals, holiday seasons, or what days, you know, everything happening now up until December time, or even into early January time. And lots of people love to give their loved ones a brand new iPhone. I wish I was one of those people to receive an iPhone from my loved one. I've never received a free iPhone, but I know a lot of you guys have actually in the past. And with that then, you know, the sales of the iPhones are even more demanding now because of this. People are worried that they're not going to get themselves an iPhone in time for that time, you know, for Christmas. So they jump in straight away with the pre-order to make sure they definitely get one. And this obviously puts pressure on those pre-orders for people who just want an iPhone now, to use it now, you know, before the end of 2024. And this is another reason why those dates have been pushed out. But I think in conclusion, the good news is, what I will say is that I did say earlier that obviously the demand is not as high as this time last year, or, you know, Apple have made a few more models, you know, ramped up a few more, you know, iPhones in their factories before actually releasing this time. And that's why we're hitting an October date instead of a November date. But obviously this could slip. At the time of making this video, it's October time, but this could even push out even further, especially that the iPhones are about to launch now. So, you know, this is one of those sort of things. We'll just have to wait and see how this goes. But I would say the main thing is that probably round about kind of mid-December or early December, even, you know, to maybe the beginning of January time, some point in December, I personally think, that things will start to correct themselves. You'll probably be able to pre-order an iPhone and probably get it, maybe not next day from Apple themselves, but maybe within a couple of days or maybe up to a week. But then obviously other suppliers where you actually get it from your carrier instead, maybe they have iPhones in. You'll just have to keep going into the shops and making sure that, the latest orders, the latest bunch of, batches come in, and you'll be able to more likely to get one round that time, most likely. So that is the positive news there. But with that then, guys, I hope this video has helped you out here in realizing why the iPhone 16 models are all sold out everywhere. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think there's any other factors behind this too? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And with that as well, guys, it's time to wrap up this video. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. Also, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons too, make sure you subscribe to the channel and also hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.